And right now, she's currently studying at University Santo Tomas. And now at FEU, I'm so sorry, now at Far Eastern University, taking Bachelor of Science in Business Management. The chairwoman, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Trisha Pangilinan.
Yes, grabe. Ngayon palang maraming salamat na at sorry na. Alam namin mahihirapan kayo. And syempre, once again, sit back and relax dahil marami kayong magandang mapapanood ngayong gabing ito. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let us all welcome once again our candidate in their opening statement. Let's start with candidate number one.
Hi everyone. Good evening. May simple advocacy as a Filipino citizen, a trans woman, and a member of LGBT community. I am standing in front of you and fighting for the equal rights of LGBT, and that is the SOGI bill. But one and foremost, always remember that why it is too hard to pass the SOGI bill in the Senate here in our country. That is very controversial. But always remember one thing, that why it is too hard to pass, it is because they implement inside the SOGI bill. And that is the same-sex marriage. Not every one of us are agree to pass it. Yes. We all know that we have different opinion and we have different aspects in our life. But always remember, alam po nating lahat na meron tayong iba't ibang paraan or other ways para ma-replace ang same-sex marriage. At ito ay mapalitan ng same-sex union. Yes, nandito po ako sa inyong harapan pinaglalaban ang same-sex union. Simple lamang po. Ito po ay union between the two lovers na nagmamahalan na member ng LGBT. Bakit nga po ba natin hinahadlangan ang dalawang nagmamahalan? Porket sila ay bakla, porket sila ay tomboy, wala po ba silang karapatan na manumpa sa batas ng simbahan at batas ng tao? Lagi po natin pakatatandaan para sa akin, nandito ko ngayon sa inyong harapan. Malaking tulong po ito kapag naipatupad na ang SOGI bill at maging SOGI law at mapalitan ang same-sex marriage bilang isang same-sex union dito sa ating bansa. Dahil isa itong senyales ng pantay-pantay na pagtrato at pagtanggap sa amin ng lipunan. Bago ko po lisanin ang entabladong ito, mga giliw kong manonood at mga hurado, isa lamang po ang katanungan na iiwan ko sa inyo. Mas gugustuhin niyo po bang makasaksi ng dalawang lalaking nagpapatayan kesa sa dalawang lalaking nagmamahalan? Kung ang sagot po sa inyong puso't isipan ay ang dalawang lalaking nagmamahalan, marahil maluwag sa inyong puso ang pagtanggap ng mga LGBT dito sa ating lipunan. At yan lamang po ang aking simpleng mensahe para sa lahat ng giliw kong manonood. At yun lamang po, maraming salamat.
Next, we have candidate number 2.
Good evening once again. Mental health. I surely recommend for people to seek professional help. However, medicines and sessions are indeed expensive. That is why for me, suicide prevention can also be good governance. It can also be affordable healthcare, destigmatizing mental illnesses, family planning, recognition for the LGBTQIA+ community, and so many more. Because the societal problems are the root cause of our sufferings. If we will not act and hold people accountable, I fear that the problem will never be resolved. Let us be more compassionate towards the masses. Because sometimes In reality, people are not crazy. They are just poor. Salamat po.
And now let's hear candidate number 3.
Alright, good evening ladies and gentlemen. About 15 minutes ago, we have been told that we need to prepare advocacy. And meron lamang pong nag-iisang katanungan at katakutan na aking iniindang aking isip at ang aking puso. Iyon ay ang katanungan na kung saan, sino nga ba ang mananatili sa aking tabi hanggang sa aking pagtanda? Tatanda nga ba akong mag-isa? That's why I created my advocacy that will be called the Home for the Golden LGBT. Dahil naniniwala ako, ladies and gentlemen, na kaming mga bakla ay hirap humanap ng taong magmamahal sa amin ng lubusan. Hirap kaming humanap ng taong mananatili sa amin hanggang sa aming pagtanda. Kaya naman po, ito ang advokasya na magbibigay ng sigurado na matatawag nyong tahanan. Sa sandaling hindi nyo na kayang maggupit, sa sandaling hindi na namin kayang magpaganda ng tao, at sa sandaling hindi ko na kayang rumampas sa entablado, iwanan man ho ako lahat ng tao at nang pumapalakpak sa akin dito, alam ko na may uuwian ako at tatawagin akong tahanan. Because my advocacy is a living evidence that we LGBT community, until the last breath of our life, we will always call each other a family. Thank you so much and good evening.
Okay, let us welcome candidate number 4.
According to the leader of the Catholic Church, according to Pope Francis, that if someone is gay and he searches for the Lord and has goodwill, who am I to judge? And it only means one thing, ladies and gentlemen, that no one can judge us dahil ang Panginoon nga, hindi tayo hinusgahan, kayo pa kayang mga tao lang. Naniniwala po ako na kailanman hindi naging masama ang pagiging bakla sa mata ng Diyos at sa mata ng lipunan. Ang tanging kasalanan lamang po namin ay kung kami mismo ang gagawa ng aming sariling ikasasama. Maraming salamat po.
We have candidate number 5.
Good evening, people of Morong. I joined this kind of prestigious pageant just to showcase what I have. Because in a few days, I've been discriminated. Sinasabi ho nila na hindi ko raw ho kayang sumali sa ganitong uri ng patimpalak dahil ako raw po ay isang bata. Ngunit nais ko lamang hong patunayan sa inyo na wala ho sa edad ng tao ang kanyang abilidad. Dahil naniniwala ho ko hanggat may kumpiyansa ka sa sarili mo, kaya mong lampasan lahat ng gantong klase ng uri ng patimpalak ng pagandahan. Ladies and gentlemen, therefore should always be remember that you need to love yourself because no one can help you. Thank you so much.
Let us all welcome candidate number 6.
Just a simple, short, but realistic reminder to each and everyone. LGBT. All of these are just gender preferences. But more important is who you are and what you are, and what you can share in our society. That is why we are here, standing and saying that we can also be a blessing. Baklaman po kami sa inyong paningin, makasalanan at madumi, salot ng lipunan, sabi ng nakakarami. Lagi niyong pagkakatandaan, kapatid, kami anak, mahal, at gawa ng Diyos. Tulad niyo rin. Maraming salamat po.
And now let's hear the advocacy of candidate number 7.
Hi everyone, I am Christine Marie Coronel and I came from Angeles City, Pampanga. Since we're celebrating Pride Month, this is our night, knowing that many people are discriminating our sexuality. They say that homosexual is pestilence in our society. But behind those criticism, behind those discrimination, still, we are standing in front of you to give joy and happiness. And despite of discrimination, I can say that we are the strongest creation of the greatest architect of the universe, which is our mighty God. Always remember, ladies and gentlemen, that LGBT rights is also a human right. Good evening, and I love you all. Thank you.
Everybody, let us hear the advocacy of candidate number 8.
A while ago, I told my mom that I will be joining Miss Gay Skin Magical tonight. And my mom told me that I should not join because my mom told me that I might be bullied, I might be mocked, and I might people laugh at me. But I told my mom that, Mom, I stood up from those, and I was still standing and fighting for those bullies. Because my advocacy is anti-bullying. Because I do believe that this Pride Month, as a member of LGBT community, I've been bullied of my sexual orientation, gender identity, and expression. And aside from the fact that I'm having a speech defect and I'm having a hard time to express what my thoughts behind my mind. And some people misunderstood me, some people don't understand me, and some people bully me the way I speak. But I'm here tonight gracing your event and celebrating the Pride Month of my community. And I'm very much thankful for the Skin Magical organization, the company, and the people of Morong for giving us this opportunity to enlighten you that we, member of LGBT, no matter what we express ourselves, no matter what weaknesses we have, still, we are human beings as well as men and women, and we deserve our respect, acceptance, and love. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, I'm standing in front of you, loud and proud, no matter no matter some people don't understand me, but I'm trying my best to express what's within me. Thank you.
And now let's hear from candidate number 9.
As a transgender woman, I started my transition at a very young age, hoping to become more feminine and to look good. I decided to take my hormone replacement therapy without knowing the consequences of taking some medication, not knowing what would its effect on my body. You know, but a time passed by, there become a lot of medication nowadays that you can use, that the members of the LGBT can use for their hormone replacement therapy or their transition. But it becomes very alarming, ladies and gentlemen, because without proper knowledge and awareness, we don't know what would it affects, its side effects, and its bad effects on our body. That's why when I have become a volunteer of a Love Yourself organization, I become open and I have learned a lot of things. I have learned that I can consult a doctor, an endocrinologist, to get some advice and get a proper education on taking some medications. That is why my advocacy is to share this to my fellow member of the LGBTQIA+ community, that we should be mindful and be knowledgeable on every medication that we would take in our body. Because I always do believe that that wealth is health. That would be all. Thank you.
Morong Rizal, let us hear it from candidate number 10.
We live in a world where ignorance is no longer rampant, but a choice. Yet, there are still people who chose to be closed-minded. Some people, despite of all the advances on science and technology, especially when it comes to beauty, still treat those people who are into it as an outcast. They still see these people as someone who is not contented with what they have. As a catalyst for social change, I believe that this stigma on people who are into plastic surgeries, beauty enhancements, or whatever they call it, should end. For in this generation, we are called to embrace change, to embrace difference, on whatever your sexual orientation, gender identity, or expression is. Having the capacity to spark a change and to amplify the voice on ending this stigma is what I know I'm capable of, which makes me worthy to be crowned as your Miss Gay Skin Magical 2022. Mabuhay!
Thank you, number 10. And we're so excited to hear from candidate number 11.
What comes from your mind when you heard LGBT community? Marahil ibang ang iba sa inyo'y nalilito kung anong ibig sabihin ng letrang aking nabanggit. Ang ibig sabihin lang neto ay ang karapatan mo ay karapatan din namin, mga transgender. Hanggat iisa tayong hanging nilalanghap at pagkaing kinakain, at tubig na iniinom, lagi niyo pong tatandaan, isa lamang po ang watawat na iwawagayway natin sa bansang Pilipinas. Maraming salamat.
Let us hear it from candidate number 12.
gender preference is so very difficult and complicated. We are always having discrimination and criticized. But then, I am here standing in front of you all to promote what is the true concept of inclusion, equality, and diversity. Is that to encourage you to respect a person regardless with colors, regardless with beliefs, culture, and religion. Because if we know how to respect other people, then we can pray that discrimination, criticism, and even hate crimes can be avoided or maybe diminished for all of us human beings. As I said, again, as I believe what I mean, prayers can move mountains. And I already moved a lot of mountains. Thank you and good evening.
Thank you. Now let's move on to candidate number 13.
Ayan, napakatahimik naman ng Murong Rizal. Wala po bang palakpakan dyan? At wala rin po bang hiyawan dyan? Maraming salamat po. So, a while ago, there's someone from the committee that told us that we should share something and give a message to the people of Morong Rizal. So, I would like to share my story. When I was a child, I was scared and very afraid to come out with regards to the gender preference that I chose. To my parents, especially to my father. Because he told me that if you are being a gay, there's no opportunities coming along the way. You have no future. So, I believe that the world turns around and time passes by. I am very proud to say that I am a cum laude graduate in one of the finest universities in the Philippines, Lyceum of the Philippines University, Manila. And I am an advocate for LGBTQIA plus homosexual emergence in the whole city of Manila, called Bekshin ng Maynila. At nais ko lamang pong mag-iwan ng mensahe sa mga magulang na naririto ngayong gabi. Natanggapin po natin at mahalin ng ating mga anak kung tayo po ay mayroong kasama na LGBT. Bagkus, pag tinanggap po natin sila, sila po ay magiging isang empowered person so that all the opportunities will come along the way. And to all the people who are very scared and afraid of showing who truly they are, this is the right time. Let us extend our hand and let us show the world that the color of LGBT is very powerful and magical. So ladies and gentlemen, always remember that as long as that we are breathing the same air, we are eating the same food, we are drinking the same water, and we are living under one sky, we are all equal. So ladies and gentlemen, I am very proud to say that I am a transgender, and I'm very proud that I'm part of the LGBT community. Thank you and good evening.
Thank you, and let us hear it from our last but not the least candidate, candidate number 14.
As the only candidate hailing all the way from Mindanao, I am just so excited to share to all of you my advocacy. I am the Vice President of the Mindanao Pride Organization, and our advocacy is hashtag Kultura sa Gugma, or Culture of Love. I am here joining beauty pageants, not just about the glitz and the glamour, but I am here because I want to advance my advocacy. Again, hashtag Kultura sa Gugma. It promotes culture and tradition founded in love, compassion, and empathy through storytelling of the Mindanaoan individuals. And I believe that the power of storytelling is really great. That is why I am just so happy to announce to each and every one of you that hashtag Kultura sa Gugma, together with me and my team, we were awarded as one of the 10 accomplished youth organizations for this year's Tayo Awards. And with this achievement, I know in my heart that we can still collect more individuals to instill in their hearts and reflect to the different stories of different LGBTQIA+ individuals. Let's journey together and champion communities with our rights highly valued and voices clearly heard. Thank you and good evening.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our candidates in their opening statement. Grabe, sobrang inspiring ng mga opening statement and advocacy sa ating mga candidates.
I definitely agree, and I know the judges is having a hard time now who's going to be on the top 5. But I want to apologize because I missed one of the handsome judge tonight, but I'm sure he understand it, okay? And I'm not gonna end this program without introducing you because I love your song. So joining our judges tonight, former member of Down to Mars and 143 and a producer of Rude 21, CEO. At you inspired me sa kanta mo na sa isang sulyat mo. Ano yan?
Ay, nabihag ako.
Ayan! Alam mo, totoo, in-inspire mo ako dyan dahil dyan naubusan ako ng gamit. Tsaka ng pera sa ATM. Oo. Kaya naman, palakpakan natin last but definitely not the least, Judge Yin Valero! Alright, Lars, we've heard a lot from these girls, and I want to ask you, what is your advocacy? And I want you to answer that from your heart.
Actually, my last pageant was 2020 pa. And nung sumali ako ng Miss International Queen Philippines, we are required to have at least one advocacy. And that advocacy is, I named it Hanap Buhay para sa Lahat. So I started my business this pandemic, and I'm encouraging trans Pinays, most especially the young ones, to start business. So that if someone has business, diba, ang mga bakla, pag may negosyo, hindi magiging kawawa. And by having business, they would be able to provide for their family and for their needs. Diba? So, yon. And, syempre, I'm so glad na yung aking advocacy ay same din with the vision ng Skin Magical, which is to have resellers and distributors all over the world. And thank you so much kasi Skin Magical really offers entrepreneurship for most of the people here in Morong Rizal.
Correct. I definitely agree, guys. Now, this is not just a pageant alone, but this is not just also to entertain you guys. And of course, because of Pride Month, we would like also to please find ways to earn money. And that is the advocacy of Skin Magical. At dahil sa Skin Magical, guys, kahit maliit lang inyong puhunan, aba, malaki rin ang balik para sa inyo. Kaya naman, yung tagline nila sa dulo, yung Be a Reseller, Be one of us. Yeah, palakpakan natin, Skin Magical!
Yes, and syempre sa lahat ng ating mga audience, pwede nyong i-share ang Facebook Live ng Skin Magical para sa mga hindi nakapunta dito tonight. And syempre gamitin ang ating official hashtag, hashtag Skin Magical, Miss Gay Skin Magical 2022.
Exactly. Please do share that. And again, do not forget our official hashtag. Every time you upload your pictures, video coverage of the entire pageant on your favorite social media account, use our official hashtag Miss Gay Skin Magical 2022, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and on TikTok.
Yes, and syempre sa ating mga audience, sit back and relax dahil isang portion pa lamang po ang inyong nakikita. And as of this moment, I will just share our criteria for judging. For our opening statement and costume, that is 25%. costume 25%, swimwear 25%, and long gown 25% for a total of 100%.
Correct! And eto pa. We also want to introduce and announce now what are the prizes awaits. And not just that, the awards that awaits the girls at the backstage. Let's start by, we have this minor awards, okay? We have Miss Keratin.
Yes, and we have Miss Hola Glowier.
We have Miss Flawless.
Miss Angelic Face. And all of them will receive cash and gift checks from the said brand, and also Heart of Mine shoes and Lipo Slim.
Wow, and also from Ctto. And also, guys, we going also to announce, aside from the minor awards, we also have major awards. We're done with best in costume. We're done looking or witness the costume, so we're gonna pick the best in costume.
Yes, and also we have a special award for the best in swimsuit.
At susunod na yan, eto pa, we have best in long gown.
And of course, our social media queen. Grabe, sobrang responsible ng ating mga candidates for today dahil meron silang call time na 10 a.m. and from 10 a.m. ginawa nila ang rehearsals, photoshoots, and everything. And doon natin kukunin kung sino ang ating magiging social media queen for tonight.
Yes, kaya naman buksan lang ang inyong Facebook at tingnan ninyo sa Skin Magical page ang kanilang mga photos. At kung sino yung bet ninyo, try to like them.
Yes, and syempre for our grand prizes, for our fourth runner-up, Miss Cassie Intimates and Kaiden Underwear will receive bouquet of flowers, 3,000 pesos in cash, sub-reseller package, and underwear apparel.
Correct. And we also have our third runner-up, Cloud Face, a bouquet of flowers, a sash, 5,000 cash prize, and a sub-reseller package from Cloud Face International.
For our second runner-up, the Mrs. Spix G will receive flowers, 10,000 pesos in cash, reseller package from Spix G Essentials.
Oh, and our first runner-up will receive, or we're going to call first runner-up Miss Ctto, and a bouquet, she will receive a bouquet of flowers, sash, 15,000 cash prize, and 3,000 gift check from Ctto, plus 2,000 gift check from Coffee Period.
Yes, and finally for our grand winner, for our Miss Gay Skin Magical, she will receive a bouquet of flowers, sash, a 30,000 pesos cash prize,
Well,
a reseller package, of course, from Skin Magical.
well, I'd love to have that grand prize if I will be you, okay? And I'll be one of the candidates, but I think I'm not gonna join anymore because, I don't consider myself totally transformed just like you, Lars.
Wow.
And ladies and gentlemen, especially the judges, please listen. We're done with our testimonials and the sayings or advocacy of our candidates. After the entire competition, the swimwear and the long gown and the testimony, we're going to trim down the latest to top 5.